is BBL now pumped the brakes. Nothing like their previous pistol. In fact, there is still presence on A main, still presence on Art, but they're hoping that Heretics make the adaptation of pushing B long, of taking the space that they left wide open in their previous game. That doesn't happen here. And BBL, late looking towards the B site, but these players on the other side of the map, they've got to still try to find something. sociablEE loses his life in that attempt.
Yeah, now this attack is incredibly split. 2 players one side, 2 players the other. A constant proactive push from Heretics to rotate around the map, maybe having expectations that B would now be the target. And what Boo, the main thing will be when that knife comes back online. If it's within the next few seconds, he might be able to catch 2 players as they look to go in towards this A side.
They played their standard pistol, or it looked like it to A, then back to B, now back to A. The reward is huge. Boo, knife not gonna land for info either. He was worried about the space given up on Art, but he should have been worried about main. Now realizing that, but already sites being taken. Plant will be coming in shortly.
Just to deny the default position. In fact, more utility being expended. Maybe an adaptation from BBL trying to place themselves differently. RieNs, though, still connecting the shot. In fact, every shot for a moment, up until Vakk finds a couple. This does leave.
Way down A. sociablEE to either cause a distraction or find the pick instead. His head is ripped clean off. He even had extra armor in the form of part of the map, but not even the wall could save him. That's a man advantage for his squad. That's now stacked up on A. At least 2 players close with Boo. Full utility. This could be dangerous.
They also still have potential to just look to deny the plant. A lot of that has been the goal. 11 already taking. A lot of extra space, and Vakk holds the line to stop any shenanigans. The problem is every tag makes things more and more dangerous. In fact, MiniBoo looking to just do an incredible amount. The fact, though, is those trades have gone the way, at least for now, of the attack.
Players remaining of rifles, though. This round is far from won. Now a little bit closer, though. Boo is...
The moment had an idea, but they're actually starting to go back in the other direction. This walk-up, fairly late, though. 30 seconds left on the clock, and we know that there's plenty to delay the plant.
You're thinking about that Armageddon. It's close and online. I think RieNs might be setting it up as we speak. First tap goes in. Flash. As Team Heretics are attempting to retake control. In fact, I didn't think Woot had an angle, but just a small gap around that smoke. In comes the ultimate, but it will be dodged. Jamppi stepping into the smoke and making it back to site safely. At least keeping some control on the site itself, but his teammates are smoked out, and now they're about to overwhelm him. Luckily, no flashes online for the side of Team Heretics. Boo's already burned his, so Jamppi's gonna have to stand his ground, at least have a chance in an even fight. As he falls, time starts to tick away. Star already there. That's gonna buy a little bit more time. Stop the defuse a second longer. It's a little whiffy from Vakk, though. Down to just 2. In fact, 1! Defending the spike, and it's PROFEK holding his ground against the odds. It looks like he's got it!
To the already growing collection in the Red Bull clutch. And the sort of the upsetting thing, if you're a Heretics fan, is they played this round fantastically. Like, they had so much utility. It was the salvo that then went into the ult, that went into a fragment, so much delay, forcing players into awkward positions. And then they went, whoa, what's the round? Ran into the site and planted. It's like, that's absolutely
I'm guessing now he's not going to do that, though.
I'm guessing that's not true. Instantly, we're going to see him pop that Hunter's Fury. That's the opener for Jamppi, granted from afar. And then also just look at the amount of space that's been taken by LewN. Already going all the way back in towards their spawn area. Nowhere is safe right now for Heretics on this retake.
I'm curious to see where Jamppi ends up going after the plant. He's going to have some limited choices.
He's going to wall.
Choose from.
That's where he's going.
Oh, he's sticking around. He's staying up close.
Oh, he's going forward, you mean?
Yeah. He was sticking around. Now he stepped into the fray. Great shot by LewN. And now look who's waiting inside the smoke. It's Jamppi. Oh, BBL delivering again. Every game from this squad is a treat. And we know Pearl is somewhere that they're going to do damage.
We talked about the building.
The map looking for an A site hit straight in. Damage done. Woot is out of there. He's got 6 HP left. Bit of I's utility might have taken him down. The plant is secured. LewN, not deterred by his own teammates' utility, steps in, takes a bit of damage. He's not gone fully around that corner just yet. He was waiting for the wrap around the other side. TP's out. It's a free pick, and he's right back into the fight with a flash. They know that for now. Oh my God, look at the art play. A flank on a flank. PROFEK's timing is absolutely perfect. It means the players in main just need to buy time. It's all they need to do. The wall goes up from Vice in towards the defuse. They need to swing. There has to be the big swing to deny. There it is on Jamppi, sociablEE as well. And now time is there for PROFEK's flank to close out the round. They've done it, even with the kills going that way for Woot. As close as he is to the
pacing of BBL that makes it tough. They've given nothing away so far. Finally, that alarm bot is going to make a connection, and now utility starts to drop to try and help out MiniBoo. But he's got to be careful of his backline.
Yeah, that space is just going to be conceded. They need a safe ground to stand and fight from. Woot through the smoke, goes down after one, and MiniBoo gets nothing. Heretics are locked out. 3 players in the spawn, full control for BBL. A plant soon to come in. As you'd imagine, with 18 seconds left, maybe not. They're just going to take everybody down. Benji, 70 health.
Bait players into that rotation back. LewN also selling the idea that they're moving this way. That's a big kill, though. Already getting rid of sociablEE. The same tech is being utilized again. I think LewN got a little bit lost with his own tech. Didn't know that he was stood right next to an opponent. Now, without that opener, without that success they had last time, they have got to try and get past 3, make that 4 within this A site.
Yeah, EBS is going to need to give me a replay of that Yoru ult. That was a blunder and a half.
It's done.
Killjoy ult comes into play. 17 seconds on the clock. Well, are you going to stick that plant? Well, apparently you're going to try. You're going to try your damnedest. That is a tight margin. I don't know if you've got that just about. One player detained, though, and he ain't going to be doing anything with.
That was perfect from Heretics in terms of making sure there was no escape. It did cost them a lot of ultimates, but at this stage of the game, you have lost 7 rounds in a row. Do it. Get yourself on the board, break the momentum, and also you have to bear in mind
the drone has spotted the danger.
He's completely isolated. I don't know if there's any way out of here. The steel gun has been used, but it doesn't connect onto him. So he's able to hold this ground. This kill could change everything. And while for BBL, I think it has. That gives them the control they needed. It puts them into a 4v4 after plant. What could have been a really dangerous position ends up just being a single kill.
30 seconds left.
Now Heretics are the ones left to pick up the pieces. 4v4, B-long control. Stolen out of their hands. Operator recovered by Jamppi as well.
The attacker going to play deep as well because of the fact they have Cosmic Divide.
It's being put into play. LewN in a bit of danger. I don't think he's got a gate crash to fall back to, and he won't be able to either. Guided salvo claims PROFEK. Back on backside. He's flown under the radar. They haven't detected him just yet. That gets a double on the board. It makes it possible for Jamppi. He can see when it's being diffused, and the shock darts primed and ready. The first lands, big damage. The second on its way, but it's already halved. And he needs to land the shot. They lined up, but the shot did not. Position from Boo, and if he does pop his head out.
I think them to be deep in position, so it's not going to be denied, but the fact is Benji has gone absolutely nowhere.
He takes the term anchor quite seriously. Unfortunately, he sinks just like what the chances for this round to go to Heretics may slip apart as well. Boo was to go down. He throws the nade though, and that gets the kill. That wins the round on time. Beautiful play. There was a second there where Boo could have been sniped from long.
His lineups can bring value.
Already, stealth drone put out. And they saw a player backing off. They heard the TP. What they don't know is that one has snuck up close. Look at Lee, they've spotted him, but not
the sword. That's what this comp feels like, and sociablEE, no doubt, is that sword looking to go that little bit more aggressive. Already spotting out opponents. Has to be careful of that second one, or maybe he doesn't. RieNs already gone, and with the spike only just being retrieved now, it's going to be a tough position for them to get back into, especially now that he's seen Woot.
Yeah, this is the danger, especially in pistol rounds. sociablEE, he didn't get to really have any flair to it in the previous one. Here already picking up one with the headhunter. 5 shots ready to be sent quickly towards Heretics players. Never mind, Benji has ripped his head off. The site has not been fully taken just yet, though. Still a bit of a brawl brewing, leaving Boo alone with 10 seconds. Reveal catches him, but no one is there to take the planter down. Boo gets to reset, but he's got Jamppi and vakk. They know exactly where he is.
Yeah, winning it from this position would need an isolated duel. Goes up to shoot the blast.
Immediately sensing that presence on A-long, wanting nothing to do with it. Stealth drone clears the closer corners and gets them all the way down towards that site. Smoked off on the right. LewN, big play. It's a risk. Rolled the dice, and it has not worked out in their favor this time. The shot from sociablEE fails to land, and despite damage done, Heretics 5 players on that B site right now with the plant coming in.
This is a very good position to play from. You're up against a Ghost, Spectre, and 2 snipers. As long as you're not overzealous yourself, this should be a done deal.
I think shock dart attempt for a little extra damage. Maybe if they got lucky with that. But stepping into the smoke with 2 players, one of which is Woot awaiting you, it is not going to go well. Sociable. He was here early. He'll be the last one to leave. Did again now being given up. The avenue open. Heretics are feeling the space in the A site. No doubt the target.
Knife up. PROFEK knows he needs that smoke just to try and survive in this scenario. Boo, those lineups that Woot didn't want to learn are going to be thrown in. PROFEK's still the real danger here. Just sat within the smoke, timing ticking away. He makes a move. I think it's maybe the worst possible moment.
Oh!
But there is the shot that lands. It's been coming. Finally, sociabl's able to enter the scoreboard. Maybe at the perfect moment. benjy, though, still clinging to life. Another on the board for him. There's still a chance.
It's not over just yet, but look what Heretics have. No utility, except for that 1 nano swarm. They want to fight, they're going to have to do it dry, just swinging in, and that's exactly what Boo does. A beautiful connection from benjy. And the boys of Heretics.
Now finds himself 9 and 10. Said it, he won them a couple of rounds towards the end of the last, and even with a collateral shot from sociablE and a mass advantage, this is just where they stepped up. And the thing is, he learned from the previous mistake. That's the thing. I feel
lead.
like
All that hard work has been chipped away by Team Heretics. So it's a big play from LewN.
2?
In there for 2. Doesn't quite get out, but and I mean they do lose PROFEK as well. We've ended up
peeked behind something we maybe didn't see.
Obscuring vid concealment.
Here they go into the site. Jamppi knows that giving this up for the afterplan is going to be rough. A fragment from Boo as well. It left him a tiny gap. Oh, there was a moment where Boo could have died there. They weren't expecting the re-peek through. Instead, a post-plant. Advantage in terms of HP, but that doesn't last for long. vakk's done well.
Gonna take a look at Art as well. sociablE on the way around. He's got a free kill. They thought we killed PROFEK. No one's gonna come behind us in Art this time, guys, right? But, well, you're wrong. And wrong again. Nice shots by...
The fight isn't done just yet, but sociablE, gloves are off.
You see Yoru take this, he can get out of there, but with sociablE, he can only back off to this corner. That's why he needs Jamppi. The second player pushing up with him makes the difference. What a frustrating start to a round. Heretics coming in, no doubt, saying, all right, this is where we get back in. We bounce back, deliver the damage, the beat down onto BBL, but instead, it's BBL biting back. Sure, they lose PROFEK, but LewN's right in there for the trade. And Boo.
The last round, players pushing through a smoke. This round, just walking up and then having a second layer to that aggression. Again, at times it could be their undoing, but you're just not expecting that second player to be there. And while Boo's even going to take a fairly hefty amount of damage on his way in, such a passive hold from the defense as well. They are making sure this round is locked. They're going in with that dimensional drift, using that ultimate just to try and play with their opponent. There is nowhere safe for Boo to hide in at this stage. Well, he won't.
Targets.
Now they're going to do it again. Going to try and clear this man out of position. Oh, LewN can't leave. Bear that in mind. He is stuck here. Yeah. That's why sociablE normally TPs immediately when he sees that drone.
And also even sociablE, he's off TPing to that location because just the range of the TP. LewN can get out with a gate crash, but a little bit of planning might have helped out there. It's a stumble. Let's see if it's a fall for BBL, as they've got players here early, but that ult has sent them running. Time to concede as the plant comes in for Team Heretics.
Still taking them some time. They got stuck behind the wall. That was it.
Oh!
The wall went up, the shear, and it trapped the spike. I think it was when MiniBoo dived through it, so they've been allowed at least a little bit of extra time. The problem is, again, like Boo's now going to commit his own ultimate.
Spike planted.
No utility to try and get back into the site. A fight for PROFEK is available. That's one, at least in the spam. Not on the right angle to deny it. Again, don't give this man too much of an angle. We know what he can do with it. The problem is this crossfire. He needs to isolate immediately, and he's not even going to get past Benji.
Ultimately wasn't capitalized on. Oh, that's through the door!
Evan down early. Jamppi's got to be careful. He's still in his drone, but eventually will be out of it. The problem is they're already looking out of this round. He needs another big individual play if it's going to turn, and he does well. Another double. Sociable could! Oh, he could have evened it up. Instead, though, well, Benji is going, and he is killing.
Ahead. This is the kind of time where you think...
A lot in terms of weaponry, but a lot in terms of their ults.
All right.
May not matter, though. That drone already spotted. Whoop with the spaz. Currently, they're not seeing
left.
anything. They are now going to have a stack, and there really isn't enough time to go back in the other direction. So Heretics are going to walk in to all 4 players. Bear in mind as well, they could take away their guns.
They don't know they're here just yet. Now the information falling into your hands, although suppression for a lot. Jamppi, round there for 1. PROFEK's in as well. The damage, have been winning a lot of these attack rounds. They've been doing well with the rifles in hand. And there's going to be... The reveal goes deep. There's the shot. Immediately gets out. Doesn't overstay his welcome. It's good. No punish from MiniBoo until now.
Yeah. That's not ideal. Re-aggression as well. Catches LewN. Jamppi torn between 2 angles of which teammate to help, and ended up not really being able to support either of them. And you can see the attacker being so dynamic in their response. An immediate change back over towards the other side. I like this though. Use of the Steel Garden to take away their guns. There's only 20 seconds left. If they wait this out, they could be in trouble.
They know they have to go, but now reinforcements are here! Mini deals with them in an instant, and PROFEK.
4 players now making their way down B long.
Definitely feels like BBL in this defense. It's been an impossible task fighting the tide of Team Heretics. There is no stopping it. Hunter's Fury won't find anything. Heretics just waited, and now they step in to claim the space that is essentially being given to them. Plant secured. Sure, the wall goes up, but to what end? It buys them some time, but unless they're going to start this defuse right here and now, it won't have that much impact. Boo around the side is huge! That's a triple from Boo! Vakk alone to make this work, to keep them in it. He's got 2 opponents, and they're hiding away. They're not giving him any opportunities. It's team. Walk it down a long. Heretics about to have contact. It's Boo. 2 players right in front of him, and he almost got both.
He's a rat, but can he get anything done? With a sheriff from there, it can be difficult. The rest of the team, the thing is, he's kind of bought them time. Just by being in that position, spotting that many players, they can get into the afterplan, and the attackers, it looks like they still want to be proactive. MiniBoo taking contact.
They're expecting that play to come in this way, where the players were spotted in the spawn. So 2 of the Heretics players go towards Mound. They clear this out. Now they see no one. The nade slows them down long enough. The Heretics can now set up. They realize no one's coming behind. They've all rotated. There's the at least Fade alongside Cypher spotted. I think they know Omen's there as well. That's all the information. Now, all that's left to do is find the kills. Huge damage done on the wall banks. And now, trouble, because that spike being defused will have plenty bullets flying at it. I don't think they got it half. The fights need to be won by BBL here and now. And the time is already too far gone. Woo!
That's the reason he wanted to sort of switch up the roles. To be honest, like, firstly, anything Neil says, I don't trust him. Like,
the man is a liar.
He is going to try and bait you, but that one may, I don't know if I believe it. I feel like for a pro player that's kind of going in that direction early. Instead, though, look at the pace of Heretics. They're going into C already.
Yeah, there's no time to wait for this roster. Quite an aggressive stance. Perhaps it will find value. Vakk, a danger man up close, hiding inside the smoke. Jamppi, the real danger man, he just swung wide. That prompts Vakk to do the same, claiming backside control and spotting another on the site, dealing damage to RieNs, also known to be there. They're starting to put this squad in a box, and you can guess that someone's around Mound. A smoke should be online for PROFEK. Paranoia used. It doesn't catch them, though. Still on the site, ready to fight as RieNs connecting the first. Benji steps in to help, and now suddenly the script is being flipped. That's a dangerous push from PROFEK, just straight through the smoke. Nothing to be found by it. And sociablEE, bar the one, but with time ticking and 2 players still alive, this should be an impossible clutch for sociablEE. The Nano doesn't make it that much more difficult, but the player peeking on top.
May look to change again. Showstopper used immediately. Good luck, Jamppi, and good night.
Clean opener. Problem with these ultimates, high impact. Big opener plant secured on the back of it, and they even got a bit of control towards the broken door. I mean, at this point, it's again a couple seconds in, and BBL have to try to find a solution. Cosmic Divide comes in to make it a little bit more difficult. I love sociablEE's attempt at spamming inside that smoke. It's sneaking through the Cosmic Divide. It nearly got him a kill. MiniBoo is left on 6 HP, yet still he is alive, drawing breath on that site. Finally, he falls, but the trades come in. Really, chef's kiss on that one. It's going to try to deny some of the control that BBL have. Can't deny that side angle. PROFEK does beautifully to find that. I've been looking for a little bit more, but PROFEK, I mean, they know he's here. They know he's here. This swing won't catch anyone off guard. And Boo is quick to deliver. RieNs in the same boat. That's a showstopper thrown through, Tom. It might give them a chance. It depends where the spike goes, if these weapons can be retrievable, and if Jamppi and vakk can group up. But it's kept it in a 2v2.
They've done well from this point onwards, but can they convert it? As you said, a showstopper here. Oh, I think Wood's actually going to tank that. No, it missed just slightly. That means the damage wasn't anywhere near as much as maybe first thought to be. Both players looking to play on the edge of this smoke, and instead, it's those low-buy weapons.
Being set for BBL. Well, this player here, the showstopper landed a kill. That was his second kill so far. Now with the op-out, looks to change the way this has been going, turn the tides in his favor. At least for now, they've denied C main control. But, well, it looks like this hit is going to come in elsewhere.
We'll see if this is the start of something for BBL. Last time out, they were 5-1 down versus GX, still won the map. They've shown they can do it. Plenty of delay. With vakk's utility now relying on this site, ready for the push.
The patience is definitely there. Whether it gets a reward or not remains to be seen. Jamppi is pushed up in B main. It's an off angle. It's one that's not being checked right now. He's been spotted, but got the kill in time. Fades around the corner as well. That buys time for teammates to come swooping into this.
It was so important. I said in their last game versus GX, they started slow on Lotus. Built back in, even lost the second pistol and still managed on A or B because of the positions they've taken on the map.
sociablEE. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm seeing what I like, but nothing's landing. And now he's in a lot of danger. That door is open. Uses the ult to try to force them back, stop them from pushing. RieNs goes down. I think that was a spam through the smoke from vakk that finds its mark.
What?
What was that? Jamppi does the exact same, albeit in a bit more ridiculous of a manner. That forces the lockdown, which has detained at least one, slowing the return of BBL. But the numbers still sit in their favor, and someone has to be the one to seek those kills. Sitting on the site, waiting. Surely is a death sentence. The nade, it corrals them all to the back site. BBL able to group and get a foothold on the site, but there is a gap, and Wood exploits that perfectly. Backside control, maintained, and the spike ticks further and further away. BBL, the ones with pressure on their shoulders. An attempt to draw them into that smoke, but the defuse is tapped, but benjyfishy wins his duel up top. They're holding control for a moment with Boo left to run this clock down just a little bit further, and he might have done it. He just survives as long as he...
Had the door breaking. He's got to choose to stand and fight, or, well, stand and fight. He's lost the battle to Benji. But even still, the door being opened has managed to get a kill for Jamppi. They're turning this back already, just as the plant goes down.
Cosmic Divide blocks out B main though. This is a big problem. Even vakk has to now wonder, has Boo fallen back to his teammates? Are they just waiting? sociablEE up in heaven. This is a wide net being cast by BBL. Inside of that net, a little bit thin though, and it's being sliced apart. Team Heretics, they have a whole lot more doable. Jamppi is here. Stun goes in, but it won't deter them. Space already taken, but there it is, the kill for Jamppi, the Rolling Thunder online. The risk outside of C, though, was massive, and they used the Rolling Thunder, and it hasn't come. Boo took his ult out! What's going on? What is happening? Then he gets caught with the ult. This round is pure madness. A showstopper available thanks to the kill from LewN. And now, the C site that they were on their way towards, it's not going to be quite as safe as you might have thought. He's toying with the idea. It's coming. Showstopper used, fired, but he's deleted right after. Sociable one.
Benefit of buying the wall bang weapons. You can't afford Node and get the Guardian. It's some players that say it's all right. Scream thinks it's good. Back, nice shot. He's got another player on the left he doesn't know about. There he is, though. Okay, it turns out to be a bit of a bait. Showstopper fired in by MiniBoo. He is going to find it tough to find a kill. LewN's behind them.
You should run.
LewN's walking up. They seem aware of it. The timing, though, is key. He's got the shot. Nade fired in as well, just in time. Woot needs to move. He's low, so there's no one that can deny that lockdown being broken. And with the nade taking loot, and LewN onto MiniBoo. This round, from a surefire victory, the pressure sits on Boo. He knows where both of these players are, but will not.
Paranoia is going to be the main piece to hold them back, but BBL ain't stopping.
No, blinded up. PROFEK finally pumps the brakes, but waiting for his teammates. Woot at least finding a first, emerging from that smoke seems to be a death sentence, and so no one else will try till the flash pops. Smoke fades, but there's another there blocking the way. And for BBL, sure, boots are on the ground. They've claimed control of the site, but there's too many opponents to risk a plant. They have to brave the push. Great reveal. Huge, in fact. The wall bang from sociablEE and vakk. The shot clean from Jamppi. And a 3v2 as a result. That reveal has just turned the tide.
It seems like this is a map of fades. They've already killed one on the opposition. A bit of an awkward fight, but sociablEE still gets the job done. And now it's left on to MiniBoo. First comes easy, the rest is going to be up to if anybody gives him a fight, and they do.
And gamble a little bit more towards the B side.
Yeah, this is where the Nightfall comes in, but it's been dodged. Cage will be there to try and deny RieNs the space, but he has already managed to highlight two players. We talked about those haunts on the other side. This time, it's RieNs. Well, I say this time, it has been throughout this map. An incredible performance, spike on the deck. sociablEE. It's going to be spotted. No chance for any sneaky behavior. And in fact, there's only 15 seconds left now on the clock for PROFEK. Holding onto the gun may not even serve with much value unless he can find himself an upgrade.
Just plant and die.
I think it may just be the latter.
With a being spotted, it's not the best control in the world, but it's at least the jump spot confirms that probably no one has crossed. Tiny window they could get across.
And after last round, he's just putting deep smokes to sell the idea that there is still someone there.
Exactly. They want them to think there's a control. Heretics want them to maybe walk towards B, but they've already been punished there. What they really want is BBL to have no info and play late gamble into the C site, into the stack up.
30 seconds left.
Showstopper ready to go. Benji lands the first, and while the Showstopper actually gets absolutely nothing. Now they have to walk back into the hands of RieNs.
Denial, the Prowler late on B, confirming that they can commit to this stack. The Showstopper can be ready. Wasn't even needed.
No, Benji was too quick.
The only contribution that had to the round come up with
3 players with a Paranoia setup.
It's the first time we've seen this.
Oh, Paranoia in, easy kill. It literally, so far, this time, they are happy with his ability to slow them down. With the early failure on B, they're going to try and leave a player behind. Already, though, Heretics are set up for the retake. That is their goal, to try and get back into the site later into the round. And they need a disruptor. sociablEE is that disruptor. If he can catch someone, but I'm just looking at Boo waiting. Timing here is absolutely everything. And again, this guy has the perfect read.
He's too smart. Something needs to be done about this guy. BBL, they try to throw something else out there. It doesn't work.
They dodged him.
Sure, sidestepping, but look, it's a 5v3. vakk needs to make a big play. Boo is again watching for the player trying to sneak up on him. He's just ready for every play. Now they've got an angle to deny this spike. They've actually killed one. They don't know that that wasn't the diffuser. It's halved already. Jamppi alone knows there's a player by the door, catches his head, and now it's benjyfishy against the rolling. Oh no, Jamppi!
Actually, Guardians faster move attempted and a much better start. They've at least cleared one. There's nowhere for Benji to go. He still gets a kill.
Exactly where
But this is one of the first times we've seen them with an advantage in one of these rounds.
Yeah, it's a first successful C take, I suppose.
Thunder.
Rolling Thunder for Bo's plan. Yeah, good job. They saved that one over. 6 rounds in a row needed. It could be the first domino to fall. We don't expect to see Rolling Thunder used here. It should be saved. But a kill going the way of Heretics, and that plan goes out the window. BBL, Jamppi. Wow, that previous round lit a fire under him, evidently. Looking hot to the touch as 12-6 turns 12-7. Bo left to save this weapon. Heretics, well, they'll finally taste defeat in a round, but defeat in the map is a long way away. It would have to be overtime, and even getting there is going to be a challenge.
It seems like Boo's attempt here is to do as much damage as possible. Much faster paced hit. An impressive opener. I like the fact as well that they are very prepared for these off-angle positions, especially considering that, look at the previous ways Heretics have played. They haven't been a lot in this map, is A-side control. They already have it, but you don't want to face up against RieNs and miss.
Yeah, you face that storm head on, and it'll take the wind out of your sails. For Heretics, 4 ultis, BBL, 2 high-impact ones, but when to use them is the real problem they have to solve. MiniBoo on his way around. Rolling Thunder used on A. Okay, back? I mean, he's just used a cage, though. MiniBoo knows that he's on the B side. He knows they might be coming back in this direction. He's sticking around, and that showstopper will be quick to be fired in, or at least if it is quickly fired in, they're in trouble. Here it is. Knowing that there's still players close by. One goes far, one goes close, nothing. Lands for damage. Nade is good. LewN pushed forward and it's into an op. He doesn't know what's just around that corner, but he won't walk into it. The lockdown instead, sending them in the other direction, buying space for Heretics as they now move to the site with a cosmic divide that has to be pushed through. This is an uphill battle indeed. Already halfway on that defuse. Someone needs to step in. They don't even make it past